Hey folks, how y'all doing today? It's me, Stately. Good to see y'all. Hey Noble. Sorry you can't make it. Hope you're well. And check it out, guys. We're here at our farm, which looks really nice. We got our carrots growing here, and we got our taters coming along nicely, and somebody chopped down half a tree. In my farm, no less. Don't go chopping down trees in my farm. What are you guys thinking? Come on. Anyways, welcome everybody. Hope you're all well. It is the night before Christmas. For what that's worth. I gotta go find some logs to fix that tree. I think we're gonna do a little bit of work on the elevator today, and hopefully I'm gonna mess around with my build here a little bit. Maybe do some work on the interior. Fault of Doom, welcome. I saw it was you. Please don't leave floating treetops. Merry Christmas Eve, exactly. Let's see. Do I have any spruce anywhere? That was a spruce tree, right? Pretty sure it was a spruce tree. Let's go check out the supply depot. So, I didn't stream last night, but the night before I was working on a design on planning for the elevator in Joker Skyscraper. And I've got a working design. It might be, you know, a little challenging to implement it because the design isn't exactly the same. The elevator isn't exactly in the same place relative to the building. Will I stream tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully. I'm not saying outright no, but no guarantees on tomorrow. Kind of depends on what comes up. Max Armor, Max Tools, Max Grinder, and nice. Good stuff, Deej. I am pro too many hours on 1mc3.com. This is a beautiful Christmas tree. It's almost sad to chop it down. Almost. So y'all in the Christmas spirit?
Ho, ho, ho!
Hey, Joker, how you doing?
I'm alright.
Finally vacation for everybody, huh?
Finally.
Finally, yeah. Ah, balls. Okay, so I have apparently forgotten how to chop down trees. 132.5 days on 1mc3.com. That's impressive. That's close to a third of a year. I mean, that includes AFKing and stuff, and I know you do a lot of AFK fishing. But that's pretty awesome. Exactly, you can never play too much M1MC3. I broke down yesterday, and in a moment of weakness, I ordered myself an Oculus Rift. Because they're kind of cheap now, and had a little bit of money lying around. Well, I say lying around, I mean burning a hole in my pocket. Sex, how you doing? I'm a little concerned because the 150 Ti that I have is like the absolute minimum required video card for VR. But I figure if I can't make it work, I can always get another video card at some point. I'm really looking forward to trying Vivecraft, which is a VR mod for Minecraft. Also very much looking forward to trying Elite Dangerous. I've had that game forever, and I have a nice HOTAS setup, Cytec, that I've not really had the opportunity to use much lately, so I don't know. There might be some VR streams in the future. I know that's kind of a cruel thing to inflict on people, but oh, check it out. We have a sapling dispenser now. That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought I would try something a little different.
Oh, this is a great idea. Let's see. dark oak saplings, spruce saplings. Those go here, and for some reason I have a couple of jungle saplings. I guess they were probably lying around on the ground. Remember, guys,
That's
if you
good
chop
because
down,
that's hard.
yeah, the jungle
Those
trees
are hard to
a
get.
pain in the ass. So, guys, if you chop down jungle trees, please take a moment to make sure that you gather up all of the saplings, because the average jungle tree will not even drop its own. Well, will barely drop enough saplings to replant. There's a website that allows you to. Oh, really? Well, that's interesting. Somebody search me. I'm curious. Anyway, I got what I came for. I got some oak to replace the vandalized tree over at my farm. Who's getting something awesome for Christmas? Or who's hoping for something awesome for Christmas? Because you never know for sure, right? Santa might skip your house. We got some old players back. Fault of Doom, Crafter X-Men. I haven't seen you guys around in a while. It's nice to see you. Atomic Knight kind of comes and goes, but he's been on a couple of times in the last few days. Still, good to see you. Today's stream might be a little short. I have a lot of things still to do. Hey, one of the nice things about having a 3D printer, you can just print Christmas presents.
Nice.
Right? You're hoping for a better computer. Nice, yeah. And there's Phoenix. How you doing, Phoenix? Welcome to the stream. This is not the easiest way to get here, but I'm a stubborn bastard. Watch Dogs 2 for PS4. What's up, man? You know, I haven't even played Watch Dogs 1. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was a freebie over on the Ubisoft site, and it might still be. If you get a Uplay account, I think you get Watch Dogs 1 and Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which is by far my favorite Assassin's Creed, for absolutely free. So if you don't have a Uplay account, that's worth checking out if you want to get yourself some older but still pretty good games. Oh, sweet. Yeah, we still need to do the railway station. I have so much stuff I need to do around the spawn town. I need to get that railway station going. I need to build the Kit PvP arena. We need a Spleef arena. I haven't populated the head shop yet. Lots to do. So much to do and so little time. So, the official winner for our second modded server on our member box is, as everybody has guessed by now, FTB Beyond. I will be getting that set up as soon as I reasonably can. My biggest concern is the number of dimensions in that game, and how long it's going to take to pre-render it all. I'm afraid it's just going to take weeks just to do all the pre-rendering. Any Faults of Doom? Okay, so let's see. The first thing we need to do here is set up the elevator shaft. This right here is where the elevator shaft will go. You can tell because the elevator block is already in there. There's not many dimensions. Well, that's good. Alright, elevator shaft. You've made your point. Should I use stone brick as the base elevator shaft material, Joker?
Sure, I've got some. I'll put it in the supply chest.
I actually, yeah, I cooked up like 2 stacks of smooth stone over at my base.
Oh, I've got enough smooth stone to choke a mule.
Excellent. Excellent. I'll just go ahead and grab mine anyway. On just regular 1MCC 3, 1,693 hours? I don't know, man. That doesn't seem like enough. That's only like 90 days. Oh yeah, 24 hours in a day. That's less than 100 days, man. So, what's the other one, Noble? Noble is saying there are only 4 realms in FTB Beyond, and 3 of them are just the vanilla realms. I thought it had a lot of different dimensions that you could end up in. That's Joker Skyscraper. This is Joker's build, and Ruben has started on 2 separate builds here. I think they're both Ruben. I'm not quite sure. But it's going to be our modern neighborhood, so if you want to build a skyscraper, set up over there. How many horses do I have? I don't have any horses yet. That's one thing that I never really seem to get around to these days.
So I did tell Ruben that he needs to take that one down because you had said that he needs to finish one before he builds another.
Please finish one before starting on the other. Damn it, Noble. The planets, I don't know what to make of that. As a rule, are you following me? How you doing, man? As a rule, I like to pre-render all of the worlds because you know how bad render lag can get. But if it's not possible, I mean, if the dimension isn't even created until something happens, possibly not a lot I can do about it, so we'll see. It's mostly performance related. I mean, there's no need to do it, but I even render worlds in advance on our vanilla servers, and render times on those tend to be light. It's just that it's very noticeable. 14 modded dimensions. Diamond King says 14 modded dimensions, Noble. That's a little more than the 4 that you mentioned. I mean, I just don't want the performance to be atrocious. Pre-rendering is moved. Well, we'll see. The other option is to just set a reasonably short view distance and take it from there. You know, if you only have to render 36 or 48 chunks at a time, as opposed to several hundred, that makes a significant difference. Oh, you do have a lot of stone bricks. Excellent.
Oh yeah, I mine a lot, remember?
Started to record on 28.6. Yeah, you do a lot of digging, don't you? So that's...
Of course, I haven't in a while, amazingly enough.
Well, God, if you have everything you need, at least for a while. And that's since the middle of 2016, so that's probably about half of the actual number. And presumably that doesn't include Nomad or any of our old modded servers. Sounds reasonable. I mean, that's a lot of time one way or the other. Hey, Spinnerlord. I think I did say today was going to be modded, but I checked and there was nobody on modded and there were 8 people on here. And that kind of sealed the deal. But yeah, next stream we'll go hang out on the modded server. That might not be until after Christmas. I don't know for sure. I will do what I can to make sure that y'all get your streams. And now I'm stuck on your roof. Help! Oh wait, there's a... oh, that's right, there's pools down here. Whee! There we go. Well, again, it kind of depends on whether they're added right away or whether they're like generated based on specific information at the time that the person goes there for the first time. All right. So the elevator isn't powerful enough. We know that. That's no big deal. And now we need to go up. So I'm assuming that hole is for navigability, but what I think we're going to do is put a ladder in the elevator shaft so that we can easily move around while we're building this. And we'll use the dark oak that we'll use the spruce because I have more spruce than dark oak. It better add Pluto. I don't know, man. Pluto's not really a planet. It's a trans-Neptunian object. I'm constantly getting pushed around by people today. I'm not a huge fan of people standing so close to me that I'm getting pushed away when I'm trying to do stuff. I know y'all just want to bask in my glory, but maybe you can bask from a slightly safer distance. Problem is, if Pluto's a planet, then Ceres is a planet, and if Ceres is a planet, then, you know, there's no end to the number of transit Neptunian objects that are comparable in size. Alright, look, I hate to do this, but the elevator block has to go while we're building this.
Well, you know.
That's really irritating. Creepy stalker distance is acceptable, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm used to. I mean, it's that or creepy stalker with no concept of personal space. Let's just put it this way, if you can smell me, you're too close. Is there... Oh, the elevator. Oh, balls. I did that in like a bazillion places, too. I hate this. Those buttons don't do anything yet.
I know, but
yeah,
he doesn't
go
know
around
that.
pressing buttons if you don't know what they do. Who used to watch Dexter's Laboratory? Don't be Dee Dee. Ooh, what does this button do? No, Dee Dee, no! Don't touch that button! I love that show. That one was so much fun. So what I'm doing here is, in case you missed it, day before yesterday, we are designing a redstone elevator that'll work in conjunction with the elevator blocks that'll allow you to select a floor and then use the elevator block to get to it. And it works by pushing a piston into the elevator shaft at the level where you want to get off. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. And I respawned on top of the spawn building. Rest in
I'll get
pieces.
your stuff and put it in the chest.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll be back long before that.
Oh, okay. We'll just leave it alone then.
It'll only take me 30 seconds or so to get back. Look at that gravity-defying water up there. That happens when it's on a chunk border. It won't flow into the next chunk if the next chunk hasn't been generated yet. So it'll happen basically 50% of the time. Water on chunk borders won't flow properly. It's one of those little Minecraft foibles that we've all just gotten used to. This looks like it could be a good design. I like what you're doing with the atrium. I'm rubbing off on you. How's that, Phoenix? Alright, I got all the things. Oh, the constantly full inventory. Yeah, that's not something I'm proud of. My inventory management skills have always been mediocre. Hey, Spinner Lord, if I can smell you right now, then you fart nukes. I've been known to fart a few nukes, especially after I've had a few beers in the morning. Who doesn't have the occasional morning beer, right? Okay, so we need to...
5 o'clock somewhere.
Right. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere. We need to put in some floor blocks here so that we can actually get out of this elevator shaft. Do you want the floor to be gray wool running into the elevator shafts, Joker?
That'd be awesome.
Alright, so there's a sheep farm over by my base.
I've got wool.
You got wool? Excellent. Joker has all the things. After 9 a.m. Yeah. I don't actually do morning beers. I rarely do mid-afternoon beers. Okay, thank you very much. And that should definitely be enough. How's the ink sac hunt going? Did you manage to get some kind of working farm sorted out? I think it was Phoenix was looking for ink sacs, and you too, right, Joker?
Yeah, I managed to find enough for my needs.
Good. And that's it. That's the top floor. And I'm going to go ahead and close these holes here off because they're death traps. Yeah, so there is a Squid Farm design that uses falling water blocks that works in single player. Merry Brickmas Pie, how you doing, man? Hey, I don't know if you just tuned in, but I finally ordered an Oculus Rift Pi. I'm so excited. It's not coming until well after Christmas. They're not even shipping it until the 26th. But Newegg has them on sale, or had them on sale. I think they still do for $350 with the motion sensor kit. So I'm really excited about that. Like I said, the reason I've been holding off is because the 1050 Ti is like right at the bottom of the requirements list for the thing. But I figure video cards get cheaper and cheaper. Well, yeah, that's what I thought, and we've done that. There's actually one that fits that description very precisely on PvE. But the problem is the spawn rates of the squids are really problematic. It seems that they only spawn when there's like nobody on and absolutely nothing better that could spawn. And that's just kind of a vanilla Minecraft thing that you don't really notice unless you're doing a multiplayer server. Okay, and we're at the top floor. So we got the 5 floors. We're going to have to fill in the sides here, obviously. And then the other thing that we need to do is... Well, I'm going to go ahead and do the sides right now because it doesn't make sense if I don't. I'm popular. It's not so much that I'm popular, it's that people want to see themselves on the stream. You look at stream and all you see is iron armor and nakedness. You're looking at a different stream than me because I'm seeing a lot of iron armor and not much nakedness. I mean, hey, if you can get a farm working, if you can get an ink farm working, power to you. But in my experience, the spawn rates just make it very difficult. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that all of the exits are 3 high, and then we're going to fill everything else in. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, basically it means we need a brick under every piece of wool here. And then here up top, we still need 1 brick here. No? No, that's not right. We don't need a brick up here. The thing is, the elevator requires 2.5 block height exit. Did your tip ever come up? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see it. Yes. Here, let me repeat it. No? God, I really hate whatchamajigger. Give me a sec. I'll make sure it shows up. I will make it show up, TFK. Promise. Just give me a moment. Twitch alerts, properties, force reload. No, really? Come on. Play nice. People want to see TFK's contribution. Ah! There we go. Ego's back and there's gonna be trouble. Hey Ego, how you doing, man? Good to see ya. And thank you for the contribution. I appreciate it. Okay, so that's the basic layout. Let's fill in the sides here. We missed you too, man. How you been? Did your parole finally go through? You just got ear raped? Yo, the donation sound is too loud, is that it? look at me. Like 4 exclamation marks because he needs light gray wool. Go find a sheep and paint it gray. Don't make this my problem.
It's fine, Lost. I'll fix it later. It's not the end of the world.
Actually, Phoenix, if you want to, you can go to the farm over by my base and shear some of the sheep there. There's white ones and light gray ones. So you should be able to get as much as you need. You're not getting a new computer soon. I'm sorry to hear that. You're not getting a new computer spoon. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't constantly be in my face. That's what I want for Christmas, a computer spoon. Yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah, knock yourself out. The farm is public, but please do replant. Other than that, you know, it's all good. So why not? Did your gift get revoked? Were you bad? Oh, no, Zex. Thank you, Zex, for the contribution. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps, guys. I just had to pay the server bills again 2 days ago, and just the rental on the 2 servers is $55 a month now. So thanks for chipping in. It is well appreciated. Welcome, Pop Cantor. That name doesn't ring a bell, but it might be somebody we know. Okay, and then the next step, and unfortunately now the ladders have to go again because I'm going to start breaking stuff. So we'll put some exterior ladders up. The next step is to break a block opposite the roof of every level. So here, and this is where the pistons are going to go. Here. Wait, what are we talking about? What's an alpha? Astroneer. Oh, dude! Pi and Mox and I played Astroneer on stream last Sunday. You should totally check it out. We're going to do it again. And we were actually a player short, so maybe next time you can join us. Because we only had 4 people. I mean, we only had 3 people, and it supports 4 people in multiplayer. Okay, so I'm going to use a different block for the piston blocks, and if after all this said and done and the thing's up and running, you want to replace it, you absolutely can. Yeah, PC. Oh, Pi. Pi, man. You the man, Pi, man. Thank you. We love you, Pi. Oh, I see. Yeah, Christmas donation day. Pi's my buddy. He also is very generous when it comes to supporting my Minecraft server. Well, either that or he just likes to one-up Zex. That's also a distinct possibility. What I know that we have is andesite, so I'll use some polished andesite for the blocks that we're going to push out. And that's partially for me so that I can distinguish them. The 12 donations of Christmas. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. That's very, very kind of you. Very generous. Yeah, Pi needs a good solid thanking. Everybody give Pi his Christmas thanking. No, that's not what I was trying to do. Didn't I say there was andesite? Did I not bring it out here? Alright, diorite. Polished diorite. Welcome to Regretsville. I haven't tried out the new research update. We played last Sunday, which was like a day before the... What, you don't like your Christmas thanking? Just bend over and take your Christmas thanking. We played it like a day before that update was released, so I'm actually afraid the next time we play, we might have to start over. We just made it off the planet at the end of the stream, and that was kind of cool, actually. That was really neat. These ladder blocks are going to be difficult. This is the last thing I need to do inside the shaft. After this, everything's going to be on the outside, so I guess for now I'll just do this. And then we'll go around outside and start getting the redstone wired up and the pistons put in place. Stuff like that. You may, yeah, I know, it's like alpha. And that's not a huge surprise. Go down to spawn, and just past the spawn building, you go into a tunnel. On the other side of the tunnel is the wood farm. Make the stream entertaining. Thanks, Noble! I swear to God. Noble gases, man. Let me grab some dirt. I just need some scaffolding material. I think other than that, we have most of everything we need. Yeah, we had a really good time with it. Have you been playing with Mox since then? Yeah, I've read up on it. So if you're not up to date, quick summary. Astroneer is a planet exploration game. It's like a cutesy, more simplified Empyrean.
It's basically kind of a survival. You know, how would you? Because it's nothing like Minecraft. It's nothing like Empyrean. It's more of a survival exploring game because there really aren't any monsters or threats.
Well,
the biggest threat you have is your own stupidity.
Bear in mind, that's because the game is still in alpha. I'd be very surprised if they didn't put some animals on those planets at some point.
Oh yeah, no, I think that I've been playing. We did derp around with the new build. One of the main things is that research is now done kind of like you do qubits. It takes time.
Yeah.
So you don't just throw the research in and then, oh, this weird piece of research, I now know how to make a space shuttle. It's like a coin-operated thing, so you have to keep a constant flow of power.
Yeah. It's basically a currency concept. And
it's
that's
also
fine. I didn't hate.
You can't grind it.
Pardon?
You can grind it. It's you know, getting several research stations, working, you know, several different pieces of research at the same time. The hard part is really calculating the power management, because you can't make the high-end power management until you spend the research to. It's like the cocaine joke. It's like, I do cocaine so I can stay up longer to do more research, so I can research how to make better cocaine, so I can stay up longer to do more research to, you know, make more cocaine to stay up longer to do more research.
I'm not sure if that's the metaphor I would have used, but
maybe not the best metaphor, but you know, hey, the bucket went down in the metaphor well, came up a little empty this time.
The bucket came up with some botulism in there, I think.
Some
Did a bird die in the
vodka.
metaphor well?
Who put a dead rat in the metaphor well?
Exactly.
This is why we can't have nice things on these servers.
Exactly. I'm so excited. I'm getting an Oculus Rift.
You know, I heard you mention that, and I was about to say, now that it's you have a Rift too. There's a Sons of Orion, which is basically Pulsar. It's what Pulsar should be.
It's what Pulsar should be.
It's basically, there's guns and you go to other ships, but the combat is actually kind of funny because we found that not only are there weapons, but you can, if you time it right, kind of like Super Hot, you can knock weapons out of the enemy's hands and pick it up. Well, Mox went and found a shield. So he can kind of hold the shield out and shoot from behind the shield with his two hands, but then he found a second shield, and I thought, boy, this would be great, because if I was behind him, I could just shoot over his head and just kneel down, hold both shields up, and just keep walking forward. It's called Sons of Orion, I think, is the name of the game.
Once the thing comes in, I'll see what's out there.
Yeah, I'd be more than willing. I'd be more than willing to donate that game to the stream for you.
Well, hold off on doing that until I actually have the thing up and running and everything.
Oh yeah, no,
I appreciate the offer.
Yeah, it might be before I jump onto Oculus. It might be a couple of months. Not financially. It's just that
Didn't you
if
lend
Blake
your
does
Oculus
join
to
the
somebody
CCC and I
can't get it
free
back?
up a room, I'm gonna have a dedicated Oculus Rift room in my house.
Oh, nice.
So the only thing that'll be in there will be like 2 sumo beanbag chairs and just padded walls, so
Padded
people can
walls, exactly.
flail around and not like knock shit over. Like that's the hardest part is that sometimes you play these games you have to stand up. Some games are okay, but you have to put it into like your sitting down mode, or else it just gets really squirrely.
Yeah. So like the LA Noire released a VR version just a few weeks ago, and Fallout 4 VR is out now, and that one seems really interesting. 1, 2,
Yeah, there's
3,
a lot of
4,
them out
5,
there.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's more.
I
than
actually have
Oh,
a
what's
padded
that?
room in my classroom.
What's that?
I said I actually have a padded room in my classroom.
You have a padded room in your classroom. I'm thinking those are not for Oculus Rift users. That's my guess.
Your guess is correct.
That's a good guess.
You would be
there,
correct,
dude.
sir. Technically correct.
E12.
The best kind
Exactly.
of correct.
Exactly. Technically correct is
Exactly.
the best kind of correct. Oh, I miss Futurama. They should have never canceled Futurama. They should have canceled everything else, but not Futurama. Well, they also shouldn't have canceled King of the Hill. Well, maybe it's for the best. Sometimes these shows go on too long. But yeah, that sounds awesome. And there's some really good stuff coming out. Not just the big name titles. Everybody's talking about Skyrim, of course, but like the little stuff, like playing Pulsar in VR seems like it'll be a lot of fun. That game that you were just talking about, the name of which escapes me.
Sons of Orion.
Sons of Orion. There you go. DJ says, "Thank you for donating $100 to the server. That'll pay the server."
You are
for
welcome,
a while.
DJ. I'm always glad to help out.
Well, so South Park kind of avoids the trap that a lot of other shows have fallen into by being topical. Right? So they at least have always got something to talk about, and that gives it some staying power. That said, I'm totally over South Park. I stopped watching it when there was still only a single digit number of seasons. But yeah, I don't watch. I can't really think of any animation that's on now that I actively watch. Futurama was the last one I was really into. I really enjoyed King of the Hill. Back when that was still on. Family Guy has totally run its course. That they need to put that out of its misery. Is there new stuff?
Bobby,
A lot of people say that
Damn it,
BoJack.
Bobby.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, damn it, Bobby.
Yeah. No, King of the Hill was funny. It was occasionally a little too cringe.
What?
This guy thinks Family Guy is the best.
There's something about, Futurama, the writing in it, I really enjoyed. Family Guy did great jobs bringing forth controversy, kind of like South Park did, in a overtly stupid way that they brought a topic like transgenderism, or they talk about, the fact, the inequalities in America, and these are brought through in really lowbrow humor, and it worked. Futurama did it really well by, the writing makes it. I think
Futurama might have
American
been
Dad
too smart for
and,
its own good. I think that
American
might be the
Dad
problem
and
with
Family
Futurama.
Guy have just they devolved it to lolcat humor, and that's really why I don't really like the writing. I'm not a big fan of it anymore. When it came out, it was interesting, but now it's just gotten to the point South Park did the same thing for me. It started out really well, but then it got dirtier and dirtier and dirtier till it was just unwatchable, and now it's kind of come full circle again, where the meta is still there.
It's all about the meta.
All about the meta.
Yeah, no, I agree. What else is good? Rick and Morty. Everybody's all over Rick and Morty these days, of course. And I hear BoJack Horseman is good. I've never actually watched an episode, but that's on me. Really? Didn't I ask you to back off? I'm pretty sure I asked you to back off. There you go. Toy box is down, is it? Hold on a sec. We can fix it. Alright, stand by. I'll go ahead and restart Toy Box. So y'all can do some mini games if you want to. Toy Box is our mini game server, by the way. Well, it was, because it's down right now. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, this is a long error log. Look at all of these words. What do all of these words mean? I don't know.
That is a lot of words. There's words there I don't even know.
Wait, how? You
And I know a lot of words.
Log.
No, I can't. I was waiting for that. Just like,
Is this?
how are you fucking?
Why does this guy know where my error log is?
We replaced Stately security system.
Yeah, exactly. If you contribute more than $15 to the server, I just send you the
If you
root
contribute
password.
$100, you get a
everything.
live feed of whatever Stately's looking at on his computer.
Exactly. No, you pretty much just bought me.
Well, looks like we're going to Pornhub. No, that's not an error message.
Not on the stream. No, stop. Ah. And then Stately was banned.
Wow, I didn't realize you were into DVD. Okay, let's keep it PG.
Yeah, let's try at least.
Yeah,
I know you
let's
have-
veer off the cliff here of stupid sex jokes.
We're gonna run off
Back
a
to,
cliff.
hey.
Let's find one that's not 200 feet high. Maybe we'll find a smallish cliff to run off of.
Doyle rules.
Okay, that would be like an 8-foot cliff. I think we can survive that one. Okay.
Fuck you,
DJ,
Charlie.
I'm not your messenger service. I am...
Joker's been awfully quiet. I'm
Joker-
sorry if I'm talking over you, Joker.
Oh, you're good. I'm fine.
Joker's just
not really-
shaking her head in bemusement, I suspect.
Yeah. I like listening to you guys. Crazy people.
Pie's always the craziest amongst us.
He's fun,
In a
though.
good way.
That's right.
There, Toy Box is back. Remember, folks, I'm Stately. This is Play.1MC3.com, where I play Minecraft so you don't have to. It's not really a selling point, is it? And then I go on and say, but you should totally come and play Minecraft with us here.
Yeah.
I need to come up with a better slogan.
I've plugged playing 1MC3 during my radio shows.
Neat.
People have come and talked to me about Minecraft, and it's like, have I got a place for you? Deep in the Minecraft servers.
How about
Just a place called
1MC3.com? 10 out of 9 dentists recommend it.
10 out of 9 dentists reckon. The inverse proportion of dentists in.
Don't you love pushing villager time, DK? They're so hard to deal with ever since the 1.9 update when they gained sentience or something. And now they can like control minecarts they're in, and they're just a pain in the ass to move around. What happened about
What
making
happened
a
to
jingle?
making me-
You know, I've
Oh.
mentioned that to people a couple of times, and it never really ends up happening deep in the black web.
I can make you a
The
jingle.
darkest of dark webs. There you go. You should make me a jingle.
Sure.
Um,
How dirty can I get with this
Dirty
jingle?
can
I mean,
you
I am the dirty dog,
it's
DJ
a
Durrell.
Minecraft server.
So we shouldn't talk about like tongue punching fart boxes or anything like that.
No, I mean, we shouldn't be
Roger
talking
that,
about it
okay.
now.
Or what about So I shouldn't avoid like Hitler. No,
Hitler's
that's
generally not a good subject.
not a good subject. Roger that.
1MC3.com. Hitler sagt ja.
Heil.
Heil, what up? No, let's not. Let's just not go
Let's
there.
not do
I
that.
think
Yeah.
Let's
we're already kind of on dangerous ground there.
Nine.
Knit.
Nicht.
Schmielzbionum, comrades.
There we go. Uh-oh. Y'all playing Toy Box with Noble? It's nice knowing you.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Exactly. We wish you the best and a speedy recovery for your ego afterwards. Yeah, it's been busier. It's holiday. That makes sense. This is so much easier to do in creative when I can just fly around. And now I'm-
Without pesky things like gravity bringing you down.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then on the other side we need a gap. So these are going to push the redstone block, and the redstone block is what powers this piston, which is what moves the floors in and out. And that's pretty simple. Springtime for Stately.
Springtime for Stately, play 1MC.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we need to fire our marketing department.
Or, you know, we could do, we could steal a bit of plagiarism from, like, Yosun and, have, first try, no warm-up.
First try, no warm-up. Alright. We are making some progress. Maybe not all the progress in the world, but we're definitely making some progress. Yeah, the ones that push in the diorite are sticky. These ones aren't, because this is a latching setup where you press the button once and the thing stays in place. But this one is a sticky piston, yes. Okay, so let's do the easy part first, and when I say easy part, I mean the part that I hope will be easy. And that's going to be the reset line. So, let's head over to planning, and I'll show you what we're doing real quick, in case you missed it last time. This is what you were just looking at. The pistons back here are already in place. On one side, every one of these is triggered all at once when you press any of these buttons. And that resets everything. And then on this side, we have a delayed piston, and it's just one depending on which level you're going to. So this is the next part we need to make. We need to put in the line, we need to put in the pulse limiter here, and we need to put in the ladder here. That's pretty straightforward. Hopefully. Nothing's ever straightforward, but as straightforward as it gets, right? And I could use a gravity-fed pulse limiter. I'm not going to, just because, well, there's enough slime. We can afford one more slime block. I did, however, make one too few.
Do you need more slime?
No. No, I've only used 5.
Okay.
And I don't expect to need more.
Okay. If you do, let me know. I've also got it for sale in my sundry shop.
Did you find a slime chunk, or did you go hang out in a swamp at night?
Swamp-a-doodle.
Swamp it. Always swamp it. Whenever I'm not looking for slime, I find slime galore.
Yeah, a slime farm is a really nice thing to have on a server, and one of these days I'll look into putting some time and finding a couple of slime chunks. Maybe...
You know, well, I was suddenly thinking, because I haven't jumped on since you've done the reset on vanilla, and so I still have to come back, and I'll grab like Floofy's and Leon and a couple of the others.
Floofy's has actually been on not that long ago. It was nice to see her.
Good, good.
Take it easy, Ego. See you next time. Thanks for dropping by, man.
Peace out, Ego.
Peace to the Ego.
Egg to the walls to the first try, no warm up. What's up?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I've had that damn song stuck in my head for like the last 3 days.
It is like the worst thing to get stuck in your head.
You know, could be worse.
No, it could be worse. It could be.
Yeah, it's not like I had, you know, Howlin' Wolf from Backdoor Man.
I don't even.
Kids, if you don't know what that joke means, go ask your parents.
No, don't ask your parents. Your parents will ask where you heard it, and then there'll be complaints.
Then you'll say, "I heard it on the internet."
I learned it from you, Stately.
I learned it by watching you. Now I like blues music and champagne and marijuanas.
Oh no, we have corrupted the youths. Now they're corrupt. They're broken. Let's see. I always get the exact layout of these damn things wrong, but I'm pretty sure it goes a little something like this. See? See? Now Phoenix is corrupted. He used to be such a nice, clean young man.
This used to be such a nice server. Then Pi showed
then
up.
Pi showed up, and everything went to hell in a handbasket.
Where are we, and why are we in this handbasket? Damn it if it's not hot in here.
Yeah, exactly. Why is it so warm here? Okay, so time to make a bunch of redstone torches, and
Need
what
wood
else do I need?
or sticks.
I think as it stands right now, I have almost all of the supplies that I need.
Cool.
This is
I
mostly...
tried to make sure you had everything.
I appreciate it. This is mostly just a question of adapting the design and making sure that all the timings are good, because the one thing we were kind of struggling with on the design on planning was that each level kind of needed individual timing tweaks to make sure that the reset fired before and not during the individual level firing. So that's not a huge deal, though. Other than that, this is coming along pretty well. Let's see, and then it goes like that, and then we do this, and we need probably no more than 10 of these, I think, slash hope, slash maybe. What are you guys playing? I might hop on Toy Box 2 in a little bit to keep you guys company and add my defeats to the list. All to do. You got armor now. Well done. Is Toy Box down again? Let's take a look. Toy Box is... Toy Box down? It doesn't look down. Bear with me a sec, guys. I think we might have some shortness of memory. No, it doesn't look like it. Let me double check. Yeah, it crashed again. I'm not sure. I think we might be running a little short on memory. Let me just temporarily shut something down. We'll turn off PvE for now until I've looked at the memory situation. Because, let's be honest, nobody plays on PvE anymore. Sad, but true. And then from here we start going up. So, and I'm using this diorite for all of the functional blocks so that we can distinguish between what's functional and what's look pretty. You know, I've had so many opportunities to just turn it off, but I feel like I made a promise when I first started that server, and I kind of feel morally obliged to stick with it. This is... I'm going to move this in just to save a little space here. I don't know if it's going to be necessary, but for the sake of... No. We're not putting redstone on dirt. We don't want Enderman griefing our frickin' builds.
Yeah, that would be kind of bad.
All I want for Christmas is you. And you, and you, and you. Oh, that's a totally different show.
Oh. Ferocity Radio, we've loaded Christmas music in, and it pulls from Amazon and other places where we can get either free royalty versions of the music or licensed versions that play what's called Live 365, which is our streaming hosting service, allows us to play. Apparently there's some dirty songs in there, and we were sitting here in Second Life, and we were listening, and every now and then it plays some soft rock. It was like playing Bryan Adams, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, a Christmas song came on. We're like, oh, hey, it's working. You know, it's like Jingle Bell Rock played, and we're great. So we're chatting and listening to music and just discussing current geopolitics or whatever we were. Next thing comes on a song called Rudolph the Deep Throat Reindeer.
Oh, come on.
I'm not going to sing it.
Come
You
on.
can Google, but that's what it was, and it broadcast. And I just kind of sat there and went, I wonder if anyone noticed that.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think, well, you know, nobody complained. That's all we could say. I think everyone took it in stride, but then it was fine, but then Frosty the Pervert played. And there's a lot of dirty Christmas songs out there. Really filthy.
Right. Well,
And yeah, well, Cody and Vic, the other manager, and I had to go through, and on the back end of our server, we have a rotation list that we have server rules that the same artist can play twice in an hour, but only if it's from different albums. So whoever this writer is, I can't remember his name, has produced a plethora of albums. So he has managed to sneak in there quite a few. So we have now not banned him, but he is definitely on the back end after midnight rotation.
Right. Do you not just select your own songs, or is this kind of what you do when...
No, so we actually have a almost a SQL database, and the main thing is that when there's nobody actively broadcasting, like Twitch, like, you know, you turn on OBS or you turn on your encoder.
So
Our encoders, if none of the DJs are running an encoder, it defaults to an auto DJ, which is basically always playing.
Gotcha.
And it randomly selects songs using certain rules that basically, you know, has the song played in, you know, if the song's played within, you know, so for example, like Iron Maiden, you know, The Trooper, like the 1995 version. If that song plays, it's not going to come up again for a minimum of like 4 hours. You know, so it prevents one song getting stuck in a loop. Also, it helps kind of keep everything cycling and fresh. But there's also rules like if Iron Maiden's been played twice in an hour, there will be no more Iron Maiden for a bit. So it prevents people who request from flooding a bunch of stuff.
Oh, that's for God's sake.
Yeah, it's the DMCA rules.
Right. Yeah, the standard
even though
radio broadcast rules don't allow you to play songs completely on demand.
So, like, I'll do a show, and I will play, like, I'll load up about 2 hours of music. If somebody, does the request line and says, hey, I want to hear Queen, I'll be like, great. And then somebody says, well, I also want to hear the Queen, Bowie, this thing. And according to those rules, as long as I say, yeah, well, that's not the same as just Queen. So, like, then I have to find, like, different versions or covers of and things to keep the songs going. It gets a little tricky, but I'll be honest, I violated that rule by playing, like, 4 Bowie songs back-to-back because everyone wanted to, like, when Bowie died, I was playing a shitload of Bowie, and everybody, Tom Petty was the same way. So we kind of were like, yeah, I don't picture anybody at the DMCA going, oh, wow, stop. Nobody gives 2 shits about it. But it's the thing that if we don't do it, yeah, the fine's like $150, $200 per violation. So if you do 4 songs, it's like, oh shit. So, it's kind of nice. I mean, I can always just have my own private stream and just screw it and just be like, yeah, here's my music all the time.
Is anybody down at the bottom of this build?
I'm here.
Can you press basically any button?
Sure.
Okay, I don't even have the repeater at the bottom set up right. Let's head on back down, dig up some of this stuff. Yeah, so literally nothing is triggering up here yet. It's about par for the course when I do redstone, to be honest.
It's alright, man. I really appreciate you doing it.
I don't know, by the time I'm done, you might wish that I just used stairs.
No, it's because it's going to be cooler this way.
Hopefully. That's the plan, anyway. If I don't end up accidentally digging up this entire mountain over here. Can you press another button real quick?
Rest?
Okay, the repeater wasn't set up right. Go ahead and press it one more time. Yeah, that should do the trick. Okay, again, please. Okay, Okay, so only one is triggering so far, but that's no big deal. We'll get the rest sorted out. Why isn't who talking on FaceTime? Are y'all FaceTiming? So this one triggered properly. Do it one more time for me just to make sure I know what I'm looking at. That works. Thank you. So up to the next one. So the difference here is that I think I need to put a block here. Because if an adjacent block is directly powered, it should trigger the piston. Can you press the button, please? Like that. Excellent.
I am the official button presser.
You are the official button presser. You're the best button presser a Redstone builder could wish for. And we keep going up. And up and up and up. And I'm directly underneath the pistons there, so this is not a good place to be standing. Let's see. That goes there, and I still don't have enough inventory slots. But will not fertilize and keep breaking. It's probably just a watering issue. Don't worry about it. Having 2 blocks that don't work is definitely not the end of the world. But we'll have a look at the water supply and make sure it's all where it's more or less supposed to be. So this one goes here, and then we put a torch here.
So I got really kind of a dumb newbie question here. I see you're building this redstone contraption. Is this just like a XP grinder or
elevator? An actual
honest God working elevator. That has got to be. I can't wait to see this. You've piqued my curiosity, good sir.
So this is not an actual elevator. We have an elevator block that we use for the actual elevatoring. So this is off. This device is meant to allow you to select a floor with the elevator block. So it does everything except the actual elevating because we have a custom block for that. Let's see, so this is off, this is on. I need to invert this and poop. This is kind of a pain in the ass. I have a copy up on planning. I'll head over there in a minute or two again because I'm obviously kind of struggling to work some of these things out. Let's see, so that's an inverter. If I were to put a torch here, it would be on. That's kind of the problem. If I were to put one here, this is because there's an uneven number of layers between each block. Can you press the button for me, Joker? One more time. That's not doing the trick. Maybe if I just replace this torch here with a piece of redstone.
It's as thick as a brick.
Redstone in Minecraft, man. It's like half science and half mysticism.
Wizardry and magic.
Sometimes it feels that way, yeah.
That's the one thing I've noted. There doesn't seem to be any shortage of redstone.
No, redstone's always pretty easy to come by.
Yeah, I could have probably built this tower out of redstone.
Yeah, just completely out of
right?
Yeah.
You totally could, yeah. Yeah, the problem is that this is not properly powered. We didn't run into this problem the first time around. Give Pi his qubits. Yeah.
We didn't or did?
Well, the difference is that the offset at the bottom level is not the same. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of putting the tower a little closer in the hope of saving some space. But let's go check on planning and see if I just need to change things around a little bit.
You know, it's funny. I realized that I had not made the floors the same height about floor 5.
That's yeah. It's no big deal. We can still work around this. But how did we do this on the off lines? Oh, we actually moved the entire chain out, didn't we? And then we moved it back in. All right. Well, I can do something like that on the live server. Because that problem, we had the same problem, only on a different floor on the planning version.
Yeah, it was like floor 2.
Exactly. But that's okay. We'll get there. So I need to invert this and power this when this turns on, which seems easy enough, but isn't because of the lack of room here. Because I just didn't give myself enough space. So this is the same as that. That means that, for example, if I do this, this one will be on instead of off, and I need to invert that. I usually go 2 hours, so we probably got another hour of stream left. It might go a little bit longer, depending on how things go.
Yeah, depending on how this tower gets built.
Depending on whether this tower gets built and whether I decide to just rage halfway through.
Tower!
Go all stately crush on it. What the hell am I doing? I'm on the wrong side. This is the side where the freaking control buttons are. Oh, Jesus.
That's like when I built the monster spawner on the XP farm. Oh boy, that was, yeah. You spend the time building all the way up the side, now you got to tear it all down again.
Exactly. I'm just kind of an idiot, I guess.
Just epically rocking that one.
Rocking the stupid.
Nobody has a monopoly on that.
Nobody has a monopoly on it, but it's starting to feel a little bit like a duopoly.
I'm just suddenly thinking.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, let's put that piston back, and I don't have the piston.
Yeah, the piston, I just saw it fall
Oh,
down.
there it is. Alright, down we go. Now this is the side where, see, all of these buttons here need ladders going up, so this, the trigger line for the reset needs to go over to the other side, and it needs to trigger those guys, not these guys. Stately
so
crash,
triggered.
stately mad,
Stately smash.
I am made of 100% pure, unadulterated stupid with no added ingredients. It's true. You can spend your qubits on whatever you want, including 3D prints. You can get your own server.
You could also use it to buy a raffle ticket for Astroneer.
Yes, I need to get that raffle up. We're not, I think, playing Astroneer tomorrow because it's Christmas Eve, but I'll make sure it's up.
I don't see why not. I'm cooking 22 pounds of prime rib. So, speaking of which, are you and the others thinking of coming over for Christmas Eve dinner?
For Christmas Eve, we'll have to ask the Beer Fairy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
the
don't
beer
know
fairy.
what
You and the
happens,
beer fairy are more than welcome.
but we are probably going to stay in and sulk because the Beer Fairy is still not quite up on her feet.
Yeah, I know. Poor beer fairy.
Play.1mc3.com is our URL IDK. What happened? You are welcome to join us. Today, we're watching me be incompetent. So basically, your normal stream.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of what I do every day. I just goof off and break stuff and get frustrated, and eventually, sometimes I make.
So we found out something about in shiny change of topic, the Pulsar, the biscuit selling.
Yes.
There's actually you're racing against NPCs to
aren't-
sell biscuits.
Those aren't real teams. That's very disappointing.
No, there are real teams, but the funniest thing is that they're not real wins because you're not actually, there's nobody else joining your game. So you do see other teams, but it's basically from when you start, it's a race to sell 5,000 biscuits, and then that's you want to be number one to sell 5,000.
Oh, okay.
And Lost Phoenix and I found a trick, which was the radar shows you an area where somebody, either a ship or a planet, or might be interested in selling biscuits. So as the captain, I had him max out diplomacy. So everywhere we went, people were like, "Oh, you're evil biscuit," because he had such high diplomacy. He's like, these aren't the biscuits you're looking for, but perhaps you'd like to buy a case, and just sold like gangbusters. Once we figured that out, it was like great, and we made a new discovery. You know that one mission, that like the ice train that we were running on that had all the turrets and bots?
Yeah, that we just assumed was formation, but we just kind of landed there and decided to run through it.
So at the end of that, we actually managed to do this. We got to the end, killed everything, got a key card, unlocked, and got something called Project Megaton. It is a nuke that does 70,000 damage. It also sells
Hey,
for
J-Speed, welcome to the stream.
65,000. So it's like tons of, hey, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, we're actually talking about Pulsar Lost Colony. It's something we occasionally do on Sundays when we're sick to death of Minecraft. But yeah, Minecraft is still thankfully biscuit free. It still has cookies, but no biscuits.
I would like to submit a mod. Yeah, biscuit selling.
We can turn Minecraft into
And we actually
Pulsar.
found a unique biscuit recipe that if you die, it instantly resurrects you, but it can only happen once every like 30
So
minutes.
basically,
Something.
biscuit
There's some
totem
interesting
of
stuff there.
undying. That's kind of cool. I'm in favor of that. All right, so
Stately, I picked up a couple redstone torches on accident, so I'm gonna put them in the.
oh, it's
build
all good.
chest.
Don't worry about it. Just chuck them in the chest or something. I got plenty.
Did he just go silent?
Did Pi just go silent?
Stayed.
There he is. Did I just go silent?
Stately.
Steadily.
What? Can you not hear me?
He might be
Hello.
communing with Beer Fairy.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you now.
I'm
I
still
can
here. I
hear
didn't actually
clearly
go
now.
anywhere.
Stately
I'm still
was
on the,
gone.
Still on the stream. The vampire from Sesame Street. 1 biscuit. 2 biscuits. 3 biscuits. Oh. That was not.
You want a
my
biscuit? You want a
actual
biscuit?
laugh,
Yeah.
for the record.
Who wants
Not
Is
anymore.
somebody a biscuit? Oh, I want a biscuit.
Puppy, want a biscuit?
Scooby snacks.
Yeah,
Rat
for
roll.
some reason I stopped broadcasting on Discord, but not on stream. I don't know what the deal with that is. What was the vampire in Sesame Street? Was his name just the Count, or was his name like Count?
Yeah, it was the Count.
The count.
No, the Count.
Yeah,
Not to be confused with, an accountant. He was the
the accountant.
all counting the Count.
Yeah, he was always one of my favorites. He and Super
I see
Grover
you are
when I was
trying
growing
to
up.
count.
Okay, so we got the 1 sticky piston here. I did drop a.
1 sticky piston.
Oh, jeez.
uh.
Now what have I done? What have I unleashed?
You have unleashed the Count.
The Count is slowly starting to sound like Vladimir Putin.
Look, Cobra, just because Putin is good. No coercion with Russia. Okay, that's going too far. I'm gonna blow my vocal cords out if I keep going.
You know, a little overtly political here, which I normally try to avoid. but I'll make an exception
Yeah, let's not get
for-
political. Geopolitics is out. Sex is out.
Just
drugs
can't talk about
reference out.
anything anymore, huh?
Let's talk about Minecraft and how sticky those pistons
Minecraft
are.
is stupid.
Ow, ow, ow.
Minecraft is dumb. Nobody likes Minecraft. What's this game we're playing again?
I think it's called Stacking Bricks.
Brick Stacks.
Roblox.
Stackcraft.
Stackcraft.
I'm going
Ham.
to set up a little temporary button here so that I can test this without constantly having this Joker to show up and push a button. Okay. That should be fine. Actually, can I play Oxygen Not Included or Arc? Hey Ruben, take it easy. See you next time. Be good. Merry Christmas. I don't see you before then. let's see. So this is right in the corner diagonally. I want to make sure that I have this set up the same way as I did on planning, because I don't want to have to solve new problems if I can avoid it. I think I might be a little late to the ARC train. I've heard of Oxygen Not Included, but I've never really paid it like a massive amount of attention. Kitty Cat Man, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Very cool of you. Has anybody played Oxygen Not Included? Got good things to say about it?
I get. Oh, go ahead,
No,
Joker.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, let's just assume I'm deaf. I have quite a few friends that I've seen that have been playing it. I was reminded of the other one that was like Don't Starve Together.
Right. Yeah.
There are quite a few. There are
Newport
quite a few
Nightmare.
small multiplayer.
Hi, Newport Nightmare. We haven't seen you in forever. How you been? It is Newport Nightmare, right? Okay, so this stack needs to be directly behind the piston. That's what I wanted to check here. So Oxygen Not Included. Anybody? You're not Newport Nightmare. Ah, my bad. Sorry. Do I? Really? My bad. Now I feel bad. I'm like, hey, I recognize this guy. I remember his name. I'm going to call him by his name and he'll feel welcome. He's like, no, that was a different guy. And I'm like, oh, the shame. The shame.
Senpai didn't notice that shit. Senpai did not notice you at all.
Notice me, Senpai. Oh, hey, other guy. No.
Or the other guy.
Oh, I feel bad. You're the more important one.
Senpai noticed me and just looks right to your left and goes, hi, Bob. You're just like, oh, fuck you, Senpai.
I'm not Bob. I'm a bad man. You don't know what it's like to be a bad man. To be a sad man.
My Wallace wisdom had no effect.
Alright, my bad. I do remember the name. I mean, I remember your Twitch ID, but what's your IGN then? That was April, May, June, July. That was only 3 months after I started streaming, isn't it? And that was back on PvE, when PvE was barely even there. Long time ago. PvE is still around. It's down right now because I was running out of memory, but it's still around. But we're on Trinity now, which is our 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 5 vanilla servers ago. Yeah, you joined kind of towards the end, Crafter, I think. You were already in Nurburg, and everything was pretty much established. I really had hoped to just play on that one server forever, but after a while, people just don't want to join a server that's already, like,
Noble
full of all kinds of cool stuff.
Noble just DM'd me. When you get your qubits from donating, you should get your own 1MC3 server. It costs 10k qubits. That's a good idea, Noble. I could also just, I don't know, buy my own server too.
Or you could just ask me nicely if you want.
Exactly. I could just be like, Stately, server?
Exactly.
Be like, yeah, sure. This is called Pi server, where the rules don't apply and points don't matter. That way, when Noble shows up and destroys everything, it's just made. It's like a Picasso. It's like a Picasso painting mixed with a Dali. You know, it's just there'll be melting clocks and sheeps exploding.
That sounds like the kind of server you would like to play on.
No.
The melting clock mod.
I really wish that Archimedes would have worked on the modded server, because I think I like the little flying ships that you had on modded, but it's like you and I, when we derped around with Archimedes and that the pet thing,
I'm so sad that
building that
get
giant
working.
zeppelin. Well, yeah, that was the coolest part, because it was like we had kind of mined all the resources in an area, and it was like, all right, load all our essentials into that big thing, and we flew like way to like the northwest corner and found like a whole new area and biome and built another thing.
That was always kind of my hope with Archimedes too. I just wanted to build a giant zeppelin and fly around the world in my zeppelin base.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
we had the little scouting zeppelin too. The one that was like the little one man, but it had a furnace. It had a bed.
Zeppelin. That was fantastic.
Yeah, because it was like, oh no, you know, land, go explore a cave or something, or hey, I see. Well, that's when we were flying and we found a monster spawner stuck in the side of a mountain. Like
That's
it
right,
shouldn't
that's
have been
right.
there, but it was like there was a zombie spawner like in the open, like in a little cavern. But it was just we all of a sudden we were flying by and we hear zombies, and we looked to the right and it was like there were 20 zombies just packed in, just falling out of this cave. It was like
Yeah, and it's not,
that's
it's
the
not
coolest thing we'd ever
impossible
seen.
for that to happen, but it is very
Oh
rare.
yeah, well, it was a long time ago.
It's very rare to see them like in the open. Okay, so that's not powering. I mean, that's indirectly powering this, but I don't think that'll be a problem because we've tested this and that should be okay. Yeah, that was PV. That was our very first server. That one is still up. Then we had Niner, which ran concurrently with PV as a vanilla server. And then we had Dixie, which ran concurrently with PV. And then we had Elvish, which kind of killed PV because suddenly everybody was playing on Elvish instead of PvE, which was fine. Okay. So we need to invert it again. We need to do that little loop back that I just did to move down one block. So the reason I'm doing this kind of zigzag here is because these redstone torch ladders can only provide power every 4th block or every plural of 4 blocks, and this is 5 blocks tall, so we have to do a little bit of zigzagging to get power where we want it to be. So in this case, I'm going to do this, and we'll go back up and put a torch here. And are we at the top one now? No, we still got one more to go, and then we have to power up from here. And I'm out of redstone torches, but I have enough wood and I have enough redstone, so we're good. It's all good.
I'm out of redstone, but I have enough redstone and torches to make more redstone torches, so I can keep powering to make more redstone torches.
That's
Don't worry,
pretty much
I'm out of
where I was
redstone
going with
torches.
that.
Sometimes I find it interesting because you do have that banter, but it's just, you know, you end up kind of in like a logic loop. I have no redstone, but wait, I have redstone and torches, so I can make more torches to like stop it.
I try, seriously, but filling 2 hours of me describing what I'm doing in Minecraft, it is challenging. It seriously is.
Well, that's when you come up with names. Like, instead of calling them redstone torches, call them like cinnamon sticks.
Cinnamon sticks. I'm not sure you...
Wow.
I'm not sure that would help. All right. So who wants to press the button and test the retraction? Oh, Jesus. One of them's already on. Never mind. It's already broken, folks. Okay, let's see what happened with that one.
Push the button or no push the button?
Now, feel free. It just won't help because one of these...
It just won't work.
Well, one of these things is extended, and I feel like it shouldn't be. Because that's not on. So what's extending this? Oh, it's that. It's this thing right here. Okay, so what I need to do is move this zig over so that it doesn't have the powered block right next to it. So, see where we move in here? We need to move in a little farther back. And that's it. That should be fine. Good times, folks. Elevator building. I always feel, when I'm doing redstone stuff, I feel like it's boring. And then when I'm just building like aesthetic things like my manor, I feel like I should be doing more redstone stuff. Because at least it's challenging. But, you know, I'm always trying to find the right balance.
I think you do pretty good.
I do my best.
Seeing both.
So let's see. Now we go here, and we go here, and off. Let's double check here, make sure we got everything right this time. 'Cause I know I didn't invert the signal by doing this. I just moved things over. But can I get a quick poop? Never mind.
Ooh,
Not there yet.
nice.
Let's double check.
You need a button push.
I'm having some issues planning this out. Let's see. So if I put it here, that doesn't work. If I put it here, it won't power this. Could you press the button, please?
Yep, just a sec.
That doesn't work anymore. That only works on 112.0 and 112.1. 112.2 fixed it. We were on 112.0 because of other incompatibility issues, but we have a...
Noble, there's something wrong with your head.
He's
I don't know. Noble, DM me. You could think of the memes being able to do hentai pixel art /pi to join your server. Then you can get people's IPs and dox them. Why? Why would you? When I say explain, I mean explain in some way that makes fucking sense of why I would get a server to troll people. That's like, hi, come on over to my house. I'll punch you in the face and kick you in the front butt. What? Why? Why people would suddenly stop coming to my house? They're like, I don't want to hang out with that guy because I end up with a broken nose and
I don't know about,
a shoe print on my crotch.
I don't know about the extra chromosomes, World's Best Ninja. By the way, I have seen you on the server a lot of times, so you can't be the world's best ninja.
Yeah, if we know you're there, Ninja.
Did you guys see the big ninja parade in San Francisco, by the way?
No!
Nobody did!
Nobody did!
Can somebody press a button, please? Before my jokes get even cornier.
Hey, that wasn't a corny joke. That was amazing.
Amazing.
Hey.
Maze.
Maze. I'm not drunk, I swear. I'm just
Yeah.
giggling over the fact that this.
Pretty
is
sure you're working on it. Are buttons being pressed, or because I don't see anything happening up here.
I am not pressing any
I'm
buttons.
pressing it.
Okay, I'll go step back a little bit and see if I can see where it's going wrong.
Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready. Go for it.
I did.
Oh. Poop. Oh, jeez. Did I do the thing again where I do the thing and I messed up the entire frickin' thing again?
Yeah, you bricked it.
I did.
You bricked it, and not in a good Minecraft way.
I bricked it in the bad brick way. Bad touch, bad touch.
Bad brick.
Bad brick.
No means.
Oh man, everything's going great today.
I'm the biggest brick there ever was on Earth. It's me! It's M. Brickhead!
It's Bricky the Brickhead, boys and girls. Hi, Bricky the Brickhead.
Bricky the Brickhead.
Bricky the Brickhead has
Bricky,
a hangover.
you're such a
Leave Bricky
brick.
alone.
Leave Bricky alone. Yes.
Bricky needs a Bloody Mary before Bricky starts talking to the children. Bricky the Brickhead is like Krusty the Clown, only has a deeper voice and slightly more profanity. Blocky the Blockhead.
Well, isn't the Blocky the Blockhead? Yeah, Bricky the Brickhead. I think Bricky the Brickhead's better than Blocky.
Speaking of deep voices, did you guys know that the same person who sings "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch" was Tony the Tiger?
Yes.
That actually doesn't surprise me.
You're a mean one.
Oh, you're good
Mr.
at that.
Grinch.
You're good at that.
They're great.
Gee.
Yeah,
Stately.
Ninja. One
You
point
know I went to
down,
college for
our
theater and
Niner
voice
server
acting.
never really took off, to be honest. we did that because we thought it would be fun to have a vanilla server next to our PvE server. But we just didn't have enough players on 1.9. 1.10 was a little more fun, but the vanilla servers didn't really take off until 1.11, and then we had 1.12, and Trinity's 1.12 again because 1.12 was just taking too long. But now we've kind of added back a bunch of the stuff that we took out. So basically what we have here is the same technology as PvE.
What we're saying is that, yes, we bricked it. And now we've unbricked it and
going back and forth and back and forth. Anything for the people. Okay, and now we get to start off. Actually, I think I like using a non-enchanted shovel for this better because those efficiency shovels, when you're digging dirt up, they just, like, completely wreck the landscape. It's like trying to drill a hole in drywall with a pneumatic drill to hang a picture. Okay, who pissed off the zigs? I should keep track of that. Like, if somebody pisses off the zigs, there should be a notification, like a Hall of Shame or something.
No, if the zigs get peeved off, then, like, Jethro Tull's Thick as a Brick should, like, start playing.
You know, there's one thing I used to play Lord of the Rings Online a little bit, and there's one thing that I really liked about that game that I've never seen on another game, and that was the ability to compose and play your own music in-game.
Yes.
I would really like to find a way to do that in vanilla Minecraft. Like, have a way to create tunes and then have a head block that's like a drum or something, and when you activate it, it'll play whatever tune you pre-programmed it to play.
No, because, you know, the first thing I'm going to do is, you know, get the melody to Funky Town.
Well,
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
Because everyone's going to be playing Funky Town all day, and after a while, we're going to drive people crazy. We're going to cause some severe mental anguish. Although, like, apparently you and Noble Gas and quite a few others have no problem causing psychological damage to other people.
We have a few players on here who seem to outright relish in it. That's on them. Okay, let's get this sorted out because
Alright, you got that, yeah.
Screwing this up 12 ways to the Republican nomination. So inept I should run for office.
You know, we're not going to get
President
political on
Stately.
here. President Stately just doesn't seem to have that ring to it.
Stately President
President
Stately?
Pie, on the other hand,
President
I could
Pie.
see.
Right, yeah, President Stately doesn't sound stately enough for you, but President Pie works fine.
President Pie and Vice
I really, we have
Stately.
this.
Don't we already
great
have
setup.
that?
Like, don't we already have that right now?
I mean, Jesus.
We have a President Pie. Well, hey,
Well,
topical.
hey, can I get a button press? Can a brother get a button press?
Yes, yes you can. Press the button.
I don't know what's going on. My
Nope.
tick
Nothing.
repeater isn't
Oh,
working.
wait. No. I saw the redstone light up. Dude,
Yeah, the
press it
redstone
again.
lit up. I'm just made entirely out of stupid today. I swear to God, this whole mechanism here needs to move back one block, and then it'll be just fine. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little dumb to begin with, and
You know, I always find it funny that you say something like that. I'm a little dumb to begin with, and meanwhile, I'm going, yeah, and you and you're the one who's pestering me to join Mensa.
no, I didn't pester you to join Mensa. I just thought it would be amusing to watch you try.
I am smart, SMRT. I got a card and everything.
Yeah, exactly, it's like a card to prove that you're smart.
I have one of those somewhere.
I actually was a member for a little while.
Yeah, Stately actually was a Mensa member. So was Beer Fairy.
Well, that's how I met the Beer Fairy.
Exactly.
Aww.
Smart people hang around.
We'd have really smart kids if we weren't too smart to procreate.
Yeah,
That's kind
exactly.
of the problem, isn't it? right.
Kids, stay in school.
Yeah,
really,
stay in school.
Learn
Don't turn
about
out like
patience.
me.
Yeah, whatever you do,
Don't be
do
like
not
my
follow
brother.
the stately.
You left your house to get milk and came back with pizza, vodka, and some orange juice. Can I come hang out with you?
I have rum.
All I got is a cheap bottle of cooking wine, and I'm starting to consider opening it. Okay, somebody press a button for me.
Bouton.
Pressez le bouton très fort.
À la
Button
presse,
press.
le bouton.
Still nothing, huh? One more time.
Bouton pressed.
Bouton has been pressed. Oh,
Pressez,
Something happened.
S'il vous plaît, das Button noch einmal bitte. Merci. It's not.
I hope
no,
that
it's
meant
not
press the damn button.
triggering.
yeah, just press the fucking button. There, ping.
And why do I always end up doing these freaking redstone pulse limiters wrong? I'm going to go back to planning and look at how I did it there, because it works there. And then I'm going to come back here and realize that it's exactly the same, and then I'm going to curse a little bit.
I think.
And then I'm gonna
you're
come
gonna
up with a
find
better
some
hobby.
choice words. Choice words will be something like Schnuckelschwanz.
Schnuckelschwanzen. Du Schnuckelschwein! Oh, my repeater's on the wrong side. Was ein Schnuckelschwein bist du? I don't know what a Schnuckelschwein is, but I like the way that sounds. I'm gonna see if that IGN
What was
is
the
taken.
German word for ambulance?
Oh, Jesus.
It's like Kieferwagen
No,
or
it's
something.
ein Krankenwagen, glaube ich.
Krankenwagen.
Krankenwagen, yeah.
Rest of the world, it's ambulance, ambulancier, etc., etc., and then it's how do you say ambulance in German? Krankenwagen.
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 Krankenwagen. All right, everybody say
Krankenwagen.
Krankenwagen a couple of times. Get it out of your system. Every German word is
Ubermensch
Krankenwagen.
Krankenwagen.
Well, the German word for car, which we have 3 letters for, is Personenkraftwagen, which means powered vehicle for people. And obviously, it's an irritatingly long word, so they abbreviate it and they say PKW. Sometimes they say Auto, but mostly it's
I thought it was like,
Personenkraftwagen,
well,
so it ends up being PKW.
Autobahn.
Autobahn. It means, yeah. They don't call it their Personenkraftwagenbahn.
All right, look. Now I know you're just trolling me.
No, seriously, these are all actual German things.
these are German
Find a
words.
German
you would
and
need to
ask.
know.
All right, let
But-
me try this
But
one more
what's
time.
what's the German word for fat or thick?
Thick. THICC. Thick.
I'm not sure. The German word for fat. Nope, sorry, got nothing.
Or thick?
Thick. Thick would be dick, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
you
why I was like,
you were just trying to get me to say dick.
I was.
You're such a
But
Richard.
fat is fat. F-E-T-T. Well, at least
Yeah,
according
fat.
to Google Trends.
F-E-T-T.
Fat. He's a fat.
Get a button press, please.
Kiekerwagen fette Button pressen.
Button pressing.
Oh,
No, that's
button
that-
pressing.
That's like the Swedish chef. One more time. I think we're good here. Okay. All right. We got the basic mechanism sorted out now, at least. You don't have
Armor,
supremium armor on here. Oh, poor Zex. Zex doesn't have supremium armor. Remember, guys, if for whatever reason you're still watching this clown show, I am Stately. This is played.1mc3.com, and we play Minecraft here. This is a public server, so you can join us if you want to.
Hey DK, you want to come in here and press buttons while I'm at AFK when he needs a button pressed?
we gotta get a backup button presser, a substitute button presser. Is he qualified?
I think he can do it.
You think he can do it?
Just I think you can just press any button when stately, but I've been pressing this one here.
Any old button will do nicely, thank you. Okay, so now we need to scrunch this up a little bit.
Scrunch, crunch.
40
4-year
40
degree of button
Yeah, but do you
pressing.
have at least 11 years of experience? Because this is an entry-level job, so you need 11 years of experience.
We're looking for somebody who has at least a master's degree or 8 years in button pressing
Yeah,
for his
exactly.
entry-level position of button pressing.
The button pressing entry-level position. Yeah, actually, though, I am going to go one step at a time here and make sure I'm getting it right. So if I can get a button press, that would be great. Wireless redstone, man. There should just be like remote control buttons. That worked just fine, so we're just gonna start moving on up from here. Okay, I gotta go back out again because I don't want to accidentally power this with the signal line. So we kind of zigzag up and we should be okay. I think we can at least get the reset line working today. That's the single easiest part of this endeavor. Now let's go ahead and do this and then this. We got a cool name for the building yet? Which building is that? This one? Well, it's Joker's build, so, you know, she gets to choose the name. Alright, so this is for power for the piston, and this is for the power ladder. The building. What's German for building? Das Gebäude, I think. Das Gebäude, or something like that. I don't know. I don't think we should give it a German name. And this one is good. We don't need to do any zigzagging here, but we're going to have to zig on the next one. You know, we were kind of planning on Secret Santa-ing, but kind of hasn't ended up happening, unfortunately. And it might be a little late now. I'm kind of bad in organizing holiday events. I realize that. I'm just not a huge holiday person, to be honest. I know, bah humbug and all that, but still. I know, a little boring, I apologize. So how's that vodka coming along, TK? TFK. Oh, we're done. That's the top level. Okay, so in theory, and this theory of Brooks testing, that should be the reset line. Let's tear down the supports. And one press of the button, please.
Und pressen und Button.
Pressen Sie das Button, ja.
Oh.
One more time.
But you had a delay on that third one.
I didn't see the third one go off at all.
Yeah, I didn't
the first
see.
two.
Yeah,
off, but the third
first
didn't.
two. Well, hit it one more time. Yeah, it's that stone. Where the next torch is. It's not going through for some reason. Probably just pop it and put it back, and you'll be fine.
It might just be an alignment issue. Let's double check here. So,
Number one.
off.
Number two.
Off. On. Another button press, please.
Yeah, I don't. It's not
It's not
triggering.
coming up here. It's interesting.
Wait, is there a space? Dig down one block and look down. No, it's there.
So,
Hit because this should turn that one should turn on. They should alternate, right?
yes. So this one's triggering.
Rasputin that cooks. Fall to doom. DJ Gurkle is now playing dirty Christmas songs.
I'm back.
Welcome
I'll
back.
come press the button. Yeah.
We missed you. Okay, we're good here. I think I was actually accidentally generating a double pulse that was just messing with the response on that level only, I think, because this all seems fine. Aww. We love you too, guys. And remember, folks, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, you haven't done so yet, do please consider giving me a follow on Twitch or a sub on YouTube. I would consider it a Christmas present. I was supposed to say kittens. Can I get a button press?
Button pressed.
That was all of them, so that did the trick. Okay, alright, so that's the reset lines. That was the easy part, folks. Seriously,
That was the easy part. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, button press.
Press the button, Frank. You didn't bring your saddle back? Saddle back. Alright, let's head on over to planning, and I'm trying to just not have to reinvent the wheel constantly. Because, you know, they're round and everybody kind of knows how they work. But I'm not doing a very good job. So the very first one, right, is probably the easiest one because we just need to run a line up to this bad boy. And the way that's going to work is we're going to place the line one block behind the button and standard alternating setup. I forgot the name of the server. I should have called it Trillion. Why did I call it Trinity? Trillion is a much cooler name. And it's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy
What's
reference.
the German word for Trinity?
Trinity,
Or what language is it that you speak?
Dutch.
Dutch. What's the Dutch word for Trinity?
Trinity.
Driedracht or Drie-eenheid or something like that.
Oh. Trying to think of a name for Spawn that corresponds with Trinity, but not necessarily, you know, Trinity.
Well, 13 is 13 in German, or 13. Trinity is based on 13, right? Because Doozy was based on 12,
Yeah.
and Elvish was 11, and Dixie was 10, and Niner was... Oh, guess. Yeah, right. So, the first button is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons, yes. So that is where the first signal line is. Dutch is very similar to German. It's kind of like simplified German. But it has basically the same grammatical rules and a lot of the same grammar. I mean, a lot of the same syntax as well. I feel like I need to be one block back, but let's go ahead and let this play out. Oh, this should be just fine. Okay, so the first one is pretty straightforward, right? We do this. And it's on for some reason. It shouldn't be on. So that's bad. I do not have a saddle. DJ, I believe, may be willing to sell you a saddle. I think he did a bunch of auto fishing at some point. No, you don't? I thought you had a bunch. I think he maybe just actually wants to sell them rather than give them away. Can't blame him. All right, can I get a press on the first button, please? And another press on the first button, please. Now we've got timing issues again. Which, if memory serves... fixed by changing the timing on that. Okay, another press on the first. When I say first button, I mean the one closest to the elevator shaft.
Right, yeah.
Okay. I should place them for the box. One more, please.
Press bouton.
Okay, it's not lighting up at all, so I'm losing the signal line somewhere. Press it again, please. I see what I've done wrong.
You have a...
Staggered it wrong again. I need an actual torch behind this. Because the button will turn the torch off, but it won't turn the torch on top of a block off. So I just need to fix the staggering and we should be okay. I'm a genius.
You need it on the wall, or do you need it on top of the block?
No, for the ladder we run it on top of the block, but in order to get the signal out of the button, we actually have to.
You have to
put it.
I got it.
Right.
Just shows how much of a scrub I am at Minecraft.
Oh, it's not you. This is Redstone. Even though it works, has a very convoluted internal logic, which can be frustrating. Well, it can be. It is frustrating. And then we need to run a signal up from there into here, so we can do this. Okay, alright, so I think that should do the first one. Can I get a press of the first button, please? Really? Still nothing. One more. Okay, can you press the second button now, please? And now the first one again, please. Alright, that's the first button working. On to the second one.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Progress is being made!
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Progress!
For your viewing pleasure, Progress.
Stately and his Progress Orchestra.
Oh, progress.
And his
We'll have a little
orchestra
jingle
of
for the progress.
Future.
When some progress comes along, you just
Whip it.
flip it.
Okay, guys, it's New Wave night on
progress in
NMC3.
the,
First person to say take on E gets permabanned.
Progress me.
Progress, it's what's for dinner.
Progresso Soup presents Progress with the progressive sounds of Stately's Progress Band.
Right.
Yeah, I don't even know. That went to a dark place there.
I don't know. That wasn't too
Now
bad.
we're suddenly plugging Progresso Soup.
That's not gonna fly. We need to go.
This is a
around
chunky
the
household, sucker.
If Mr. T did soup ads. I pity the fool who don't like Progresso soup!
I pity the fool who only eat chunky. This minestrone's to die for. Let me force feed it to you, sucker chump.
Okay, so we need to go around this. Actually, what I can do is I can put a repeater here, I think. Can I get a button press on 2, please?
On my way.
Thank you. Sorry, I know it's not much fun to just stand there and press buttons on demand.
It's helping, though. It's helping.
That was 1, wasn't it? Okay,
That was on 1. Did I?
can I get a press on 2?
Was I supposed to do 2? Yeah. Sorry.
No worries. Okay, now 1 again. Okay. I just needed to put in a little repeater there and make sure that the timing didn't break. Am I out of... That's not... No, I'm not. I just keep putting them in stupid places. And up and up and up we go. Did birds just show up? I didn't see birds show up.
No, he's not. I haven't seen him in a while.
He was on yesterday, day before, I think.
Cool.
And that should be 2. No, poop, it's out of sync again, so let's fix that. We can fix that by doing this, I think. Instead of putting that there, we'll put it here. And then we'll put this here. And we'll put a redstone dot here. Okay, button press on aisle 2, please.
No button for you. You come back 1 year.
And button press on 1.
Ooh. Progress again.
And button press
Double
on
progress.
2. Twice the progress. Okay, so that's the first and second floors working. Just need to do the third and the fourth. We're actually getting there. Oh, jeez. Oh, half a heart.
Oh,
I should maybe eat something.
holy.
That wouldn't be the first time I fell to my death today either.
You're gonna catch up to my. Well, no, probably not.
Alright, let's compare death counts.
It's not a KD ratio, it's just a fall lava ratio.
Number of deaths. 14, guys. Who's got better than 14?
76.
76.
Okay,
Can anybody beat 76?
Now, so Pi, I'm pretty sure you haven't heard the story, but I was working on a zombie grinder, and a baby zombie got through and beat the crap out of me.
77
I died.
times.
So, yeah, so like I came back, and the stupid little twit had on my diamond armor and had my diamond sword, and so he kept beating me to death with my own armor and my own sword.
Just the very definition of
about-
adding
that's a
insult
pretty
to
brutal-
injury.
About 40 deaths. Yeah, about 40 deaths until I beat him to death with whatever weapon I could find, including
Piece
a
of wood.
block.
I
piece
slapped
of
him to
rotten
death with my own
flesh.
leg bone.
Yeah, pretty much.
I beat him to death. When you beat a baby zombie with another zombie.
Exactly.
Hit him with rotten flesh. I beat you with your own kind.
Who's got more than Joker? Who's got more than 76 deaths?
That's pretty. 77 deaths is pretty amazing.
You'd be surprised. We have some real klutzes. on
Hunter usually has us all beaten the first, day,
here.
but
That's true.
he's actually done pretty good.
Hunter's going for that special like Olympic trials that the 100-meter lava swim.
100-meter lava swim. I would watch the Olympics so much more if they had like lava swimming, bullet dodging.
Full walking.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, all right, the Russian doping scandal. Let's just address this quick. Why don't we just make super athletes and have like the dope Olympics?
That's called professional wrestling. We have that.
Because then we could have that wonderful where are they now? Like VH1. I miss the 90s.
Yeah. They're all dead of traumatic brain trauma. You don't have to
Kidney
ask where they
failure.
are now, unless you've heard otherwise.
Lion
They're
fighting.
dead of
Yes,
that.
Sex. Lion fighting. I would pay to see. That's what we need. We need gladiatorial combat, not American gladiators like padded sticks and like Ninja Warrior where you can just parkour your way through. I'm talking about like you and a lion. Here's some weapons. Go to town.
You and a lion and the lion's best friend.
Lion's best friend. Couple of tigers show
Couple
up.
of tigers. Why not?
Maybe if you really want to get it super hardcore mode, you get a honey badger in there.
A honey badger. Honey badger
Yeah,
don't
that
care.
would nobody would give a fuck at that
Honey
point.
badger don't care. Honey badger don't give a damn.
he don't shiv again.
He don't shiv again. Okay, so this is number 3. And this is where we ran into timing issues last time. So let's see what we can do here. Like this. That won't turn that off though, will it? No. So, off on needs to run into this. I don't need the torch for that. Can I get a button press on 3, please? Button press on 3, please. Oh, that's sexy. Button press on
He's
2,
sexy.
please.
Sexy, and he knows it.
Nobody's ever called an elevator sexy before, but there's a first time for everything. And a button press on 3, please.
I was talking about you, not the elevator.
Oh, you flatter me. However, I happen to know for a
Especially
fact that
since
that's
you have
not what you're
the wrong
into.
Right?
Right?
I was just saying, you have the wrong plumbing, man.
Well, I don't know. You know, straight people like to joke around about who they're gay for, but do gay people joke around about who they go straight for?
Oh, yeah.
Huh? See,
Yeah.
I'm gay for Benedict Cumberbatch and possibly John Barrowman.
I'm gay for Benadryl flippin' flaps. You know,
Drill what?
Benadryl.
You had to
flippin'
go
flaps.
make it weird again.
I'm straight for Adam Levine.
Adam Levine. Okay, I can respect that.
Mm,
I don't think I can.
I-
He
I
made some
think-
really
I-
weird
you know,
sounds
for
there.
For me, it's like I would be gay for like Stephen Fry, Brian Blessed, maybe,
Stephen
just because
Fry, yes.
Stephen Fry's just got a voice. Be like, after sex, you'd be like, just tell me a story. Tell me about the theory of like, you know, the crested cormorant
Oh, yeah,
and
he can-
why
he
it
can
rides
talk
low
about
in the water.
anything
He
and
can
make it
talk to you for.
interesting.
He's got like his voice is like a velvet glove dipped in honey, just working around your ear hole. I said ear hole.
Yeah, you said it. You can't unsay it. I just
can't
turned down the
unhear it.
volume a little bit swaggy.
Through my ear hole.
I don't have headphones right. I don't use headphones when I'm streaming most of the time because normally there's.
You know what? I'm gonna get you the HyperX set.
No.
that
I have a perfectly good pair of headphones. That's not the point. I just don't like wearing
pair
them for
of
2
phones.
hours straight.
No, well, these are actually really comfortable noise-canceling over-the-ear headphones.
It's all good, man. I appreciate it. But if I were to use headphones for a stream, I'd probably just put in some earbuds because I'm using the Yeti as a mic, so an inline mic would just kind of get in my way. I mean, I have a nice little pair of Sennheisers. They're not high-end Sennheisers. They're just, you know, the cheapy little $40 Sennheisers, but they sound great, and I've tripped over the cable like 30 times already, and they still work. It's just, they get uncomfortable after a while. If you're wearing over-the-ear headphones for 2 hours straight, I don't know, well, I don't know about you, obviously, but my ears do not like that one bit. So I try not to. When we're playing, like, Pulsar or Astroneers, I put in headphones because I know there's going to be a lot of chatter on comms, and I know it causes echoes. When I play Minecraft, I usually don't. But maybe I should start.
You know, and it's also one of those things that, you know, we take turns talking, we talk a little slower, and, you know, what somebody mentioned, I think, in the stream that you know, during Astroneer, you know, we should have told more jokes and things. I think we were all focusing on like building and you know, finding things and surviving and staying on tether and not suffocating to death.
I thought that was a pretty good stream, you know?
I thought the first thing
me
Stanley
and
told me
Mox
was like,
always
I
have a
try
lot
it.
of fun streaming and just joking around and goofing off. And I think that
He
was kinda cool.
plugs in Astroneer for the first time and he goes, well, I tried it out. I started the game. I took 3 feet, stepped 3 feet away from the pod, suffocated and fell over dead. So great game.
Yeah.
Right away, 3 seconds. It reminded me of my first time when I went to play EverQuest. I had a really crappy computer and it loaded me into the game, but I didn't have any visuals. So literally my initial log, it's like, welcome to EverQuest.
You have
A null pop says, oh, it's Erudites like you that have ruined the land. You'll pay for this. And it hit me for four. You've died, now loading, please wait. And that was my first EverQuest experience. Was I loaded the game, got my ass kicked, and then it was like, welcome to EverQuest.
Okay, let's see. We got another conflict going on here, and that means I have to put in another repeater. And I kind of don't want to put repeaters up this high because the delay could get too bad. Can I get a button press on 2?
Yes, sir.
Joker press.
And
Bouton.
the button press on 3, please. All right, we're still good on the first 3 levels, so we just need to get up to the
Triple the
4th.
progress.
I'm telling you, man, this is actually very
This is actually
nearly
working.
ready to go. We just need to get that 4th level hooked up. And then there's one other thing that I haven't mentioned yet, but that's kind of a problem.
What's that?
There's no way down. Right?
That I'm kind of noticing you are sort of painting yourself in a corner up there that might be, hey,
No,
all
I mean,
of it works
there's
now.
no way down with the elevators. Because there's always a shaft, something blocking the mine shaft. The elevator shaft. So we need a reset line on each level, or we need a timer that automatically retracts it. Or we need a separate down shaft. That's the other option. Okay, can I get a button press on 4? By Jove, I think we've got it. Okay, I'm going to go down. We're going to look at all of these individually. Make sure it works. Then we're going to put the elevator block back, give it some extra juice, and fall to our death.
Woohoo!
Yay! 18!
Oh.
I should do
felt
that. I should do
impact.
death counts and like announce how many deaths. Well, the problem is when you do stuff like that, you create a perverse incentive, and you'll get people who like die 17,000 times just to spam chat.
Well, rip.
Stormy did that once. He wanted to have the record for dying the most, so he set up this thing where his bed was in flowing water, which dumped him into lava, which killed him, and he just went AFK, and he died like 28,000 times in one night or something stupid like that.
Oh my gosh.
Like, Minecraft, if you build it, they will die.
If you build it, they will find a way to kill themselves on it. Yes. All right, Joker,
I know lemmings with
I
better,
will press
better
the
survival
buttons, and you
instincts.
can tell me if it's working. I feel like I'm due some button presses. Karma. Okay, level 1.
All right. That went all the way up. Like everything did something.
Okay, let's just run through this real quick. Everything should get pushed on this side. On the left side, every one of these should go off for every button press.
Okay.
On the right side, only the first one.
Got
only
it.
the
Okay.
right correct level should go. So level
Thank you,
1
baby.
is correct now. And level 2. I didn't get my stuff. I should pick up my inventory. Oh, jeez. It's like lying right here. Giant pile of stuff, and I'm so eager to get these button presses done. I just completely forgot about it. LOL, GG, WTF, BBQ.
LMNOP.
Exactly. Okay, so level 2.
All good.
Level 3.
Perfect.
Level 4.
Yepers.
And level 5 should retract everything.
Yepers.
By Jove, I think we've got it. So I'm going to go get some Q-Bucks to make sure that the elevator has enough power, and then I'm going to put the elevator block down, and then we're actually going to try it. This is very exciting, folks.
Woohoo.
Right?
Do these ladders need broken?
The ladders in the corridor, in the my elevator shaft need to go, yes. They will block the elevator.
All right. I'm going to break them then.
TYVM. So let's see. The default elevator strength is 10 blocks. Each Q-Buck adds 2. The total height of that thing is about 30. So we need somewhere in the ballpark of 10 Q-Bucks. I'll get 2 diamonds worth, and that'll definitely be enough. I didn't think I was actually going to get this done today, so I'm pleased. Provisionally pleased, because obviously we're not done yet. So quick update, I said this at the beginning of the stream, our second modded server will be running FTB Beyond. I'm given to understand that I won't be able to pre-render all of the terrain. That might have a performance impact. What I'll probably do is launch it with a relatively short view distance and see how it works. I'm going to try to get it up tomorrow. No guarantees on that. I've never tried setting up an FTB Beyond server before, and I don't know what foibles and challenges are involved. But if everything goes well, for our members, your Christmas present will be an FTB Beyond server. Well, so FTB Beyond requires 4 gigabytes on the client. In theory, you should be okay, especially since, like I said, I'll probably set the view distance to like 5 for starters. And that might expand later on, but we'll start with something conservative so that the chunk generation lag doesn't become crippling. Okay, so elevator block. Put the wool back. Oh, wait, no, I have to... Oh, crap. I grabbed the diamonds. I forgot to convert them to Q-Bucks.
I have some Q-Bucks.
Oh, you do? Okay, I have 4 on me here, so... That's 18. Just left-click it with a Q-Buck in your hand until it says 30. I think that's... Verity 15, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Several new followers today. This makes me very excited and pleased. So what's it up to?
Okay, it says there.
Okay. So let's set it to the 5th floor. And top floor. Come on up. Woohoo! Very nice. Okay, so
It rebounded me right back up.
yeah, that's something I haven't looked at yet. There's supposed to be a several second delay for you to get out of the elevator shaft, but sometimes it doesn't work right. So let's just try 1st floor. 1st floor. This actually works. It's kind of cool. Oh, there you are. So once you go up to a floor, you can get back down. The problem is if there's somebody above you that needs to get down, or if you were to leave and somebody would come in and need to get down, they wouldn't be able to because the thing is blocking the way.
So this is just like an elevator to have different floors for...
Yeah, so the elevator block is something that I created myself because I was sick to death of having to reinvent the elevator every time a new version of Minecraft came out, because invariably the only thing that every new Minecraft release has in common is that they break all of the elevator designs. Yeah, so we got this elevator block.
Wingardium Leviosa.
And the elevator block will basically just push you up until you boink your head and then push you out in the direction of the exit. And it also works if you're in a minecart, by the way, so you can use it to lift minecarts up. But it literally goes until you hit your head. So this whole mechanism blocks the elevator shaft at the right location so that you get pushed out at the level you want. The mechanism doesn't actually elevate you, it just decides where you're going to get pushed off the elevator. There's one other potential problem, and that's this right here. because this line here goes down, and we kind of want to block here, so you might have to put a staircase in there so that it doesn't block the redstone. But let's, just for funsies, let's go to the second floor. Oh, I should put this back. And second floor. No, wait, this isn't the second floor. That's the second floor. Take it easy, man. See ya. Oh, I missed him. See ya, DK. Merry Christmas.
Oh wow, I got a Christmas card from you won't believe who.
No? Will I not believe
Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark. That's because you're their single best customer.
So I'm not saying I drink a lot of bourbon, I'm just saying when you're on the bourbon producers mailing list, maybe it's time for an intervention.
I'm not saying I drink a lot of bourbon, I'm just saying I love you, man. You know what I mean? I love you. I wish everybody understood. Right. Deathly silence. So let's think about.
No, this is really cool. They sent me a thank you note, and I got little Christmas plaid hairbands for like. Apparently, they think I'm a buxom woman who wants to. Sweetie, you didn't need to buy those hairbands. Maker's Mark just sent you two one. Look at them.
Great. That's neat. I mean, it's weird, but it's neat. Hey, Joker, can you press button 2 for me, please?
I think they're supposed to go on Maker's Mark bottles, but I think it's funny because these are hairbands.
Something seems to have broken.
Uh-oh.
Can you press button 2 again, please?
Please don't ride your horse into my building.
The retract thing broke. What happened here? Something's disappeared back here. What the hell?
The letter reads, oh my goodness, the letter reads as follows. Dear Ambassador, the holiday season is upon us, and here at Maker's Mark, we wanted to send you a special gift. We'd personally thank you for your incredible support, and then Maker's Mark Make-A-Wish and Maker's Mark 46, and the sponsored by Maker's Mark Cask Strength.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a very nicely written letter. It's signed by their
Mark.
Grand Master of Founders.
It better be
somebody
named Mark.
Rob Samuels
He's
says
not
thank
Mark.
you. Thank you, Rob. No, it's not Mark, actually. Apparently Mark is not around.
That's surprising. All right, I don't know why, but apparently I broke a couple of blocks there without noticing. Can you press 1 again? What the hell is going on here? Did I break it again? Did I do something stupid? One more time? I did something stupid because
I got Christmas cards from my my sister and brother-in-law, and
they had another kid recently, huh?
They have the most. They have like the best genetics. They have like supermodel children. They are just photogenically adorable people. Like meanwhile, I look like a Klingon crossed with Chunk and Sloth from the Goonies.
Oh, I don't know. And I'm not really seeing the Klingon bit. Can I get a button press on one, please?
Can I get a button press on my Boleth?
Yeah, exactly. I think Joker might be AFK.
Oh, sorry, I'm here.
My realtor sent me a. Oh my gosh.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Pi Reads His Mail.
Button 1.
Button 1, please. Button 2.
Okay, you know what? That's getting a little creepy
Button
when
3.
like services like DoorDash send me thank you cards for like, thank you for using our service.
Button 4.
Yo, where's my Amazon card?
We're good. DoorDash, food delivery?
Yeah, because sometimes we just get, once again, lazy to cook, and so we'll order something from DoorDash. Apparently we've ordered enough time we're on their Christmas card list.
That's funny. Okay, so what I'm thinking we could do here, Joker, and tell me if this is a terrible idea. We could set up a hopper clock so that after, say, 10 seconds after you press the elevator button, it resets back to the default floor. And maybe closes an iron door in front of it so that you know that it's not active. So you'd press the button, the door would open, you'd go in, a few seconds later it would close, and everything would reset so you can get back down if you need to.
Sounds good to me.
I think that's probably the way to go. I also think that we are about 2.5 hours into my 2-hour stream.
I want to point out that, so have you guys heard of that service called Hunt a Killer?
Hunter Killer?
Hunt a Killer.
Hunt
It's
a Killer.
basically, it's a thing you subscribe to, and they send you boxes from like serial killers and like notes and tags. It's all kind of cute forensics and sleuthing. They sent me $80 worth of gift cards for Hunt a Killer. So, Stately, I'm probably going to just give this to you and the Beer Fairy, because I think you guys would enjoy that. Having a serial killer mail you every month or so.
That's... What? I don't want mail from
Kind
serial
of,
killers.
it's fake. It's not real. It's like the Cthulhu statue I got from doing the Mysterious Package Company.
Oh, okay. That's kind of
The
cool.
one that was tailored because I told them a bit of my family history. I said my father liked sailing, and his name is James. So it was kind of like my dad was this explorer who had found basically these Icelandic runes which led to the story of Cthulhu. They sent me a little USB drive with the audio recordings of the captain at sea as the first mate's going crazy and trying to break into the cabin room.
That's
It was disturbing.
cute. A little disturbing, but cute.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going
Give
to
it a
put
sh-
in
you know.
a block here. I need to try to get this blocked off without cutting the redstone line. So as far as the down line goes, it's kind of up to you. You can have a separate down shaft and just put an elevator block in the bottom to prevent fall damage, or a slime ball, and just like have it on the other side or whatever. Or we can add a mechanism to this that allows it to reset itself automatically. And that shouldn't be as complicated as the rest of what we've done here, but I'm not going to do it today.
That's totally fine. I think that would be cool if it was all one contraption.
I agree. The only thing that would be really nice here that's, I think, almost impossible is it would be really cool if there was some kind of indicator of which level is selected. But I don't know. What we could do, though, is have like a note block go off at the level where you're going to, which would be a neat little effect. You know, like a little elevator ding when you get there.
Oh yeah.
But that's that's kind of neat, but not essential. So that's good. And then over here, we don't need to worry about. Hold on, I need to just put something here so the elevator doesn't push me out of the way. It's still pushing me out of the way. Damn you, elevator! Why are you so efficient? Okay, there we go. Oops. Oh, derp. We can just do this and it'll be just fine. So this last one here, you can basically put a vertical in, or you can extend the stairs, or
I'll just put in,
just the oak would be fine.
yeah.
Actually, it looks pretty clean.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
So, and it works. It seems to work reliably too. I'm very pleased
I
with
love
this.
it. Yeah.
I'm glad that this seems to have worked out. Well, folks, I know this is a surprise, but I have successfully managed to build something on stream. Suck it, haters!
Haters gonna hate, lovers gonna love, Stately's gonna build. All of the above, he's gonna build for you.
Yeah.
Yes, it's true, gonna build for you, he's gonna build for you.
And it should be easy enough to build some kind of enclosure around this that kind of fits in with the rest of the design, right?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I'll figure it out.
Awesome, folks. Well, hey, that's going to do it for today, and I'm going to try to stream tomorrow, but it being Christmas Eve, I can't make any guarantees. If I don't see you guys tomorrow, I'd like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you all when I see you. If not tomorrow, it'll be Tuesday. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. I hope you get everything your heart desires over Christmas time. I hope you all get new computers and PCs that can play modded Minecraft with shaders at 400 FPS. But if you don't despair. We'll still be here. Take it easy, guys. We'll see you all next time. Peace out.
Peace out.